Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
58 to Mike. Watch twist. 58, right over the
Murray with a 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Hey, wahoo! Go 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come to my world.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check. Value 1. Super 66. Hey, Foxtrot. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
To throw is gone. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 15 yards on the play, first down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. From the 44, Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. To throw, it's Murray. He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Los Angeles.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Tonight, 20, super. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now it's hit carry for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Murray. And Daniels has it over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
3 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points